What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. So before the UCLA and Colorado game, there was a lot of love between Coach Prime and Chip Kelly. Coach Prime said that, look, we took Shedeur to one of Chip Kelly's camps. I adore Chip Kelly and what he's been able to do. And Chip Kelly gave the love right back to Coach Prime, saying he's done a lot of great things for the game. He's excited to see what Colorado's able to do. Also kind of mentioned a little bit, this will be the last time we play them before we go over into the Big Ten as they are going into the Big 12. But a lot of love was spread there. And the love continued after the fact, which was very refreshing. It was nice to see because up until this point, obviously, Coach Prime and the bus were dealing with a lot of headwind from the opposing sideline and jabs being taken. So this was a nice refresher from the previous stint that they've dealt with. But afterwards, Chip Kelly had a lot of great things to say about some key players to Colorado Buffs, one of those being Shedeur Sanders. So take a listen to what he had to say, and then we'll go from there.
That's a credit to him. But I also want to give credit to Shedeur. That kid is a tough kid. Because he got hit and he just kept balling. So it was a good battle. We're glad we were fortunate we came out on top.
Now, after the game, Coach Prime seemed much more optimistic and positive about the loss to UCLA than he was at Stanford. Now, we all know that loss at Stanford was atrocious, so that makes sense. And I think the reason being is because they showed a lot of great things. They showed a lot of fight and a great bounce back from that Stanford win. Defensively, I think they played better. Offensively, they played better when they could get 3 seconds to think before Shedeur was either getting sacked or hit or hurried. A reminder, sacked 7 times, hit 17 times. And for Chip Kelly to compliment, saying, look, it was close there. And they gave us a run for our money. Has to be exciting. It's very complimentary to the offense and to Coach Prime and what they've been able to do. And again, a quick turnaround. After a loss like Stanford, it's very easy to fold. And I don't believe they folded at all during this game. A lot of people were frustrated saying, "Oh, you got to beat UCLA." The top 20 defense and a top 20 offense you're going up against, and you kept them close at UCLA. Right? That's a big play for Shedeur Sanders, especially somebody who was getting wrecked the whole time. The only negative thing that Coach Prime really had to say about this game was, again, the offensive line and his son, but his words, the best player in the country, having to run for his life constantly. Now, they've made up for that already just yesterday, landing a JUCO offensive lineman. So he was not playing around, and we got to go make this a quick fix here. But again, it's always a nice compliment to hear another coach say, man, that guy's a real threat. We were fortunate enough to be able to get past this team because somebody like that on that football team could really turn things around. And before you know it, you're on your back and you're trying to play catch up against a high-powered offense. So again, huge to get a compliment from a head coach like that, especially someone like Chip Kelly, who has a hell of experience playing in big-time games and playing against a lot of elite talent. Here's what he had to say about Travis Hunter, though, and the just athletic ability and how great Travis Hunter is as well.
No, but I think on that play, I think you got to give Travis Hunter credit because that was a tremendous play by him, and it wasn't a disguise. They didn't disguise coverage at all. That kid's a special football player and made a tremendous football play, and that's when you just kind of go, that kid's really good, so maybe let's not throw near him.
And then just
basically he's saying, Travis Hunter, it's a dog. Okay, got that dog in him. And he does. He's an absolute just beast on the football field. He struggled defensively on the Stanford game. And in the press conference, Coach Prime came out and said, look, he really focused this during this break. He didn't go out. He stayed home, watched film, really focused on it because going to that Stanford game, he was more focused on how he was going to produce on offense. And think about that. The plays that he made at the UCLA game and his snaps are just through the roof on just playing both sides of the ball and being effective. You see this in high school. We've seen it before, right, in college, but not somebody like this in a very long time that is this effective on both sides of the ball. So another huge compliment there in what Travis Hunter is able to do. And I also just think it speaks to his character. For anytime you give a shout out to a player, as a coach that it's going to travel, right? And you're not going to say anything great. They could be a great athlete, but if they got other issues off the field, you may not make that comment because you don't want to be associated with that. By him saying, hey, Travis Hunter is really him, speaks again volumes to the character that he is. And we've seen him respond to a lot of this stuff. He's been in the limelight since being at Colorado, and it feels like this kid's been the exact same kid that was at Jackson State or when he committed to Jackson State. Just a fun, loving young man that loves the game truly and just enjoys playing it and enjoys getting better week in and week out. And I think that speaks volume to who he is as a person, and it speaks volume to the development that he's under right now under Coach Prime and what they're building. If that doesn't speak to you as a recruit, then man, this kid's having fun. He's getting paid by NIL. He's doing a phenomenal job through his YouTube. He's got the branding down and he's kicking ass on the football field. You're winning it every which way you want to look. And that's exactly what you would want to try to tap into as a college football player. And it seems that Travis Hunter might have the blueprint to that. And if I'm a recruit, I want to figure out how do I tap into that blueprint. So if there's somebody that's going to speak volumes for recruiting, it's going to be Travis Hunter. But be sure to smash the like button, boys and girls. Obviously, they landed a big-time recruit yesterday, and we talked about that as well. You don't want to miss anything else that we're going to be dropping. We're dropping videos almost every single day. So smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.